Hello and welcome to Friday Night Football on PlayOnSports.com. It's the PlayOnSports.com pregame show live from Hoskins Stadium here in Atlanta, Georgia. We're out at Riverwood High School. I'm Wade Smith alongside RJ Lewis on your destination for high school sports. That's PlayOnSports.com. Tonight's matchup features the visiting Kell Longhorns taking on the Riverwood Raiders. Coming in tonight, Kell is 4-1, only loss coming to number 4 team in the state, Lassiter. And the Riverwood Raiders are 6-0. Tell me about Riverwood, RJ. Are they the real deal?
Basically, that's what everyone is asking. They want to know if the Riverwood Raiders are the real deal. 6-0 so far this season, and looking very impressive in those wins. They're actually averaging around 41 points per game, and actually their highest point total in a game this year has been 59 points, and they hung that on North Springs. So that is the question. Is Riverwood for real? Are the Raiders really a 6-0 football team? And I think Corky Kell's going to have something to say about that tonight.
59 points.
59 points against North Spring. They averaging 41.
So how do they do it? What's their offense like?
If you've seen Georgia Tech on Saturdays, it's something a little bit similar, a little triple option threat, but they run it very precisely and they execute it. So it doesn't matter what team is in front of you. If a team can execute their triple option, it's very difficult to defend.
Look out for Grant Drakeford, the quarterback. He scored 3 touchdowns in their last ball game. He's a good one to look out for. Jermel Johnson at running back and Kendall Morrison at defensive back. No major college prospects on this team, but a good team either way. And but Kell, they're the exact opposite. Lots of talent, big names on the other side of the football.
You're exactly right. And we'll start with Brendan Langley, the cornerback committed to South Carolina, a 4-star recruit, ranked the 29th cornerback in the nation, and he is a senior. His senior buddy, Quincy Marger, safety, committed to Georgia, a 3-star recruit, ranked 25th safety in the nation, 6 foot 195, and a bunch of juniors have also been recognized by a few colleges as well. So definitely star-studded on the Kell side of the football.
Quickly, you mentioned the juniors. The one I'm looking out for tonight is Donnell Green, offensive and defensive line, listed at 6'6", 295.
That's a big human being.
That's a big, no matter where you're at on the field, that's a big man.
And at 6'6", I question at 295.
We'll have to see tonight. Lines up to be a great ball game. We are a 5A matchup, Region 7B. First region game of the year for both teams. Looks like lined up to kick off for Kell tonight is Cameron Masung. We're getting ready for Friday Night Football action here on PlayOnSports.com.
Friday Night Football in Georgia, it doesn't get better than this.
It doesn't get better than this. You are exactly right, Mr. Lewis. Looks like back to receive for Riverwood is the quarterback, Grant Drakewood, number 6, and number 11, a wide receiver, Jonathan Goodson. Kickoff goes to the 10-yard line, and that's Drakeford with the recovery. He's going to be at the 25-yard line, and that's where he'll be brought down. They will start right at the 26. 1st and 10 to set up this flex bone offense.
Nice job by number 53, Aris Matties on the tackle on the kickoff. Did a nice job of putting his head right into the numbers of the quarterback, also kick returner. So he does a little bit of everything here. It'll be interesting to see what he can do tonight.
We're going to see him all over the field tonight, folks. He is a jack of all trades, and he'll lead out his team in the flexbone formation. Lots of backs out there. As RJ said, you're going to see it just like you see at Georgia Tech. You'll see a motion man likely on every play. Your fullback lined up in a stance in the backfield. Man in motion, takes the snap, hands off to his fullback up the middle, and he will get about 3 or 4 yards before he's finally brought down. Going to be down at the 29-yard line and set up for 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and basically just met a wall of defenders right there. As soon as he crossed the line of scrimmage, really nowhere to go. The Kell defensive line doing a good job on 1st down. If you can stop this offense on 1st down, you're doing good.
That was Jermel Johnson on the carry, lined up at the fullback position in the backfield. Got to call his name a lot tonight. The offense has really run through Drakeford and Johnson so far this season. 2nd down, same formation, same man in motion, takes the snap, fakes the handoff. They'll run the option to the right side. Doesn't get the pitch off. He will hold it himself, and he'll be brought down for about a 1-yard loss.
Yeah, and he actually, you're exactly right. He loses a yard on the carry, and really Drakeford not really used to that, getting negative yardage. He's usually going positive, going downfield, either with his arm but mostly with his legs. So that is a little different for him. Let's see how he bounced back on third down.
Some new personnel coming into the ball game. The motion man on both plays right there. Number 10, Tyler Blake, came off holding his shoulder. We'll see if he's okay. Looks like he just got a little banged up, and he's all right over here on the sideline.
And Kell coming out in their 4-3 set.
Little different formation here. Just one back to the right side now. Same man in motion, takes the snap. They're going to run the option to the left side. Drakeford pitches the ball this time, tries to get the corner. Can't get there, out of bounds at the 32-yard line. That's going to bring up fourth down.
And really just nowhere to go. There's number 20 for Kell, Quincy Mauger, the commit to Georgia, the 25th ranked safety in the land. Did a nice job of heading to the sideline and kind of knocking that option out of bounds before it ever got positive yardage upfield.
Quincy Mauger flies all over the field. We will see him a lot tonight. 4th and 4 now for Riverwood. They're huddling up. Let's see if it's still their punt formation.
And guess who's going to punt the football?
Who's that?
The Mr. All-World for Riverwood. Actually, this is Jonathan Goodson who's going to punt the ball.
I knew where you're going there. I wasn't sure. Punt is a line drive kick fielded by Kell at the 30-yard line. Takes it up to the 35. They're at the 40. Has a seam. He's at the 45. He's got space. There's a flag down on the play, though. 2 flags down, actually. He'll go out of bounds at the 33-yard line. That is number 26, Taylor Hinkle.
And he had a great block by number 7, Grant Morgan, right around midfield, but there is also where the penalty flag is. So I'm not sure if this is going to be a holding or not, but I do know this. When there is a flag on special teams, 90% of the time it's on the receiving team.
Wait for the officials' call here. We have 2 flags down in different parts of the field here.
Another thing about this Riverwood Raider offense that kind of hurts them in certain situations, which really they haven't run into anything like this season, but that offense does run time off the clock. The clock does continue to roll with that triple option offense running the ball all the time. So if they do get down early, it could be a situation for the Raiders.
Yes, they do. 10 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Officials call now holding against Kell.
Okay, I'm 1 for 1.
Block in the back also against Kell.
They'll take the more expensive penalty.
They will. That will back them up. That will neutralize a great return there. Hinkle really found his seams, but as you said, a hold and a block in the back will really open up some holes for you.
And the Kell offense is going to step onto the field, and it'll be interesting to see what they open out with. They kind of run a shotgun spread formation.
They do run the shotgun spread. At the helm is going to be Matthew McGuigan, number 13. Had a pretty good arm we saw in warm-ups. We'll see what he can do out here on the field during the game.
You're exactly right. He was putting that thing on a rope. They got the yardage marked off waiting. We're ready for some football.
That looks like number 14, Jamari Moore at the running back position. McGuigan looking for the setup, checking with the player over on the sideline.
And an interesting formation from the Raiders. It looks like it's a 3-3-5 stack formation coming from the Raiders defensively. 2 safeties back.
2 safeties back indeed. McGuigan will take the snap. He'll hand off. Ball goes to the right side. Going to be out of bounds at the 39-yard line. As we said, that is number 14, Jamari Moore at the running back position.
Number 27 for the Raiders, Jermel Johnson on the tackle. Like you said earlier, I believe Jermel Johnson is going to be in our mouths the entire night.
Second down now, 2nd and 7. Clock continues to run, 9:30 to go here in the first quarter.
And the Raiders that time did a nice job of showing blitz, but really didn't bring anybody extra until they saw the run being committed.
3 wide to the left side this time for Kell. Takes the snap. He'll hand off to the left side this time. Cuts it back to the right. He's at the 50. He's got a little space. He's at the 35. He's at the 30. Got one man to beat. Can he do it? No, he's brought down at the 10-yard line. That's where his knee will go down, and they'll set up 1st and 10 there.
Nice gaping hole tackle finally made by number 17, Burt Copeland. But that run was really opened up by the offensive lineman, number 50, Nathan Waller. Waller opened up a huge hole up the middle, and he opened that cutback lane for the running back.
Good cutback for Jamari Moore there. He'll come off the field and get a blow. We'll see what formation they come out in right now. First and goal.
And this is where it usually gets a little bit difficult for the offenses once they get down in the red zone.
New running back Khalil Bell, number 23, in. He'll get the handoff up the middle. Does a little stutter step. He'll walk into the end zone for the early Kell touchdown, 6-0.
Mr. Bell, you can ring the bell on that one. Basically untouched going into the end zone. That was easy for Kell. If I'm not mistaken, 3 plays and a touchdown.
Pretty easy. Have to see here. 6-0 lead, pending the extra point.
Now, here's the thing about it. Corky Kell's no secret. Everyone knows how good Corky Kell is. The question is, we're trying to figure out how good Riverwood is tonight.
Cameron Masung here to kick the extra point. Number 25 snaps back. Kick is up, and the kick is good. 7-0. Kell leads early. 8:53 to go here in the first quarter.
What do you think about the South Carolina commit, Mr. Langley? He's the holder on the point after touchdown.
Have to watch out for that in case of bad snaps. Maybe the 2-point conversion play later on in the night if it's needed. But as we said, 7-0. Kell leads here. 8:53 to go in the first quarter. And we knew Kell would be good. Their only loss so far in the season was against Lassiter. Lassiter's a number 4 team in 5A right now, and they are just a bunch of studs.
And you shouldn't hold your head if you're Kell by losing to Lassiter.
No, not at all.
A well-oiled machine over there in Cobb County. Kell being from Cobb County as well. But we're kind of running into the situation that we talked about just a few minutes ago with the Riverwood Raiders. They're down already early in the first quarter, 7-0. Now, how effective can that triple option be?
Can't get down multiple scores here with that style of offense. If you do, you've got to stick with it, and that's a tough offense to stick with if you're down multiple scores.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and it can get frustrating at times because that's the only thing that's really installed. You only have a handful of passing plays out of that formation.
Grant Drakeford, as we mentioned, is not a big arm quarterback. He's more of the ground guy. We saw his arm in warm-ups. He can throw the ball downfield, but if the defense is expecting pass, you've got to wonder how effective he can be.
We got a mistake by the kicker, number 25, Cameron Masung, kicking the ball out of bounds, illegal procedure. Gives the Raiders good field position to start their second offensive possession of the night.
Bring the ball way up here. Get ready for the second possession now. See how that triple option can fare. Look, they were going to be able to get some yardage. They tried to stretch it out wide. Kell's got good speed. I'm not sure they're going to be able to get out wide all night. Might want to try to pound that middle.
And the thing about Kell, to defend the triple option, you have to be disciplined in your gaps. You can't overrun anything. You can't overshoot anything. You have to be very disciplined.
1st and 10 now from the 35-yard line. Takes the snap, hands off to his fullback up the middle. Going to get about a 3.5 to 4-yard gain there. That was Logan Blackley on the carry.
You're exactly like Blackley, and that right there, that 3 to 4 yard gain, that's a success for the Raiders, especially on first down. 4 yards on first down is actually a success for anybody. But that little dive up the middle, if that can get 2-3 yards all night, that's a success for the triple option offense.
Need to keep that up if they want to continue this offense. Run clock, chew up yardage, and control this game. So 2nd and 6 now, same formation. Blackley still lined up behind Drakeford. Drakeford sets up. 2 men in motion there, but they're going to get set.
And here comes the flag as the defensive men of Kell were jumping. Be interesting to see exactly what the call will be. The Raiders are pointing to Kell. That's exactly what it is.
That's a good call there. The 2 men were in motion, but no snap, so that's still a legal play. They could be resetting the formation.
And you can't get caught looking in the backfield as well if you're on the defense facing this triple option, especially the cornerbacks and the safeties. You can't think they're going to run it every single play, and then that one time they do straight drop back and pass it, and you're out of position.
Exactly. 2nd and 1 here for Riverwood. You have to wonder on a 2nd and 1 type play, do you take a chance downfield right here? Because if it's incomplete, you get 3rd and 1, and you got that option up the middle down.
Yeah, I'll run it up the gut and just get the first down now.
Drakeford takes the snap. He fakes it. He will throw, but he's going to be sacked, and he's going to lose a lot of yardage there. Should bump him back to around 3rd and 10 now.
Sack on the play by number 44, Zach Clower. On the sack, and really a blitz coming from the outside linebacker position. Nobody touched him. Looked like a little bit of a delayed blitz, but he had a straight line to the quarterback, and that was an easy sack.
And Drakeford had no idea that was coming.
You got to help your quarterback out. Yell something. Look out, something. Especially when he drops back to pass, and he doesn't really pass that often in this offense as well. Now it brings up a very difficult 3rd down and 10.
3rd and 10, 6:55 to go here in the first quarter. Clock continues to run with this Riverwood option offense. Drakeford takes the snap, tries to roll, has nowhere to go. That offensive line is just getting manhandled right now by Kell.
Name your favorite Longhorn. The first person that was there was Michael Valero. First person there for the sack, but he had 2 or 3 of his buddies there to game tackle with him.
So should set up a punt formation now for Riverwood. 7-0 Kell leads early here.
And it's not good early for the Raiders. This is not what they wanted to see.
Number 11, Jonathan Goodson, is going to be back to punt. It's like back to receive for the Longhorns is going to be Taylor Hinkle and Jay Moxie again. Hinkle had the return last time that was negated by 2 penalties. Snaps back, and there is the punt. It's going to go to Moxie this time. He's got some room. He takes it up the middle of the field. He makes a cut to the left side. That was beautiful, folks. 35-30. Got a blocker out in front, and he'll be brought down at the 21-yard line. They are all over the place on this punt coverage tonight.
What a nice stutter step move in the middle of the field by Moxie, but also a great job of number 44, Reginald Prince, for not giving up on the play and actually caught Moxie from behind down the left sideline.
That was a good play to catch him. He had a lot of space to run. If he doesn't catch him, it's 6.
The Raiders are going to have to put a clamp on this thing early. If Kell gets 3 points here, that's a victory for the Raiders.
7-0 Kell leads. In that spread formation again. McGuigan at quarterback. He'll take the snap, hand to the left side, tries to stretch it out and can't go. Looks like he never went down. Spun off the defender, hit the ground, and he will go down at the 18-yard line with a gain of 3 yards.
Wow. It looked like he went down to me. I really wasn't paying too close of attention, but it looked like he was down.
We've seen multiple plays like that this season. It's the affectionately known as the Mike Dyer play now.
You're exactly right.
Defender goes down on the other guy's chest.
And hats off to the ball carrier more for understanding and realizing I'm not down. I'm going to get up and keep going.
Tried to play it off, too. He got up slowly to make the defenders think he was down and took off running. He got a couple yards. 2nd and 7 now. McGuigan will take it. He's dropped back to pass. Throws it deep into the corner of the end zone. Up and touchdown. Great throw and catch. Number 26, Taylor Hinkle, said his name a few times already tonight, folks. 13-0 Kell.
And there was just mass confusion from the Raiders defense on that side. They actually had a slot receiver uncovered, and in coverage was Burt Copeland. Copeland didn't have a chance. He did go up, tried to go up the ladder and bat it down, but the timing was all off and the pass was just perfect.
So to add to your comment a couple of minutes ago, that's 5 plays now and 2 touchdowns.
My. A bad situation for the Raiders.
Kick is up and good from Kell. 14-0. 4:59 to go in the first quarter. This is not looking good for Riverwood right now.
You got to keep your poise, stay calm, believe in the offense. But most importantly, you got to get stops. Kell can't score this fast. That just can't happen.
This score could get mighty ugly if it keeps up like this.
It really could. It really could. But, hey, once again, you can't look at it as 14 points. Look at it as 2 scores. You need 2 scores to get back in the ball game.
If you're the coach and you're in that Riverwood huddle right now with your offense, what are you telling them?
I don't tell them what I'm feeling. I know that much. But, once again, you got to tell them, hey, 1 play at a time. They practice just like we do. You know, there are no superhuman players on that team or anything like that. Got to go out, execute 1 play at a time, and hopefully get back in this ball game.
Back to receive for Riverwood again is Jonathan Goodson and number 6, the quarterback, Grant Drakeford.
How about a good return? A good return to get the Raiders off on the right foot. Get it up here around the 35, 40-yard line. Give that triple option some room to work with.
Down 14-0. You definitely need a good return. Just saying it, RJ. We'll wait and see what the kick looks like from Kell here. Up 14-0, 4:59 to go in the first quarter. There is the boot. This time it's going to go over to Goodson. He fields it at the 9-yard line. Tries to get to the wall in the middle. He gets taken down hard there at the 21-yard line. That was a very solid tackle there by Kell. Looks like that's Moxie again.
You're exactly right. Just dove in, got in between the wall, and made a shoestring tackle.
Dive bomber right there.
Exactly. Got the runner right at his feet. If you catch his feet, there's nothing the runner can do.
No, there is not. So 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line for Riverwood. Really need to get the offense going right here. Try to get on the board. they want to stay in this ball game early.
You're exactly right, Wade, and really not the good return that I was hoping for the Raiders. So they're still in the same position they've been in the entire night.
So Drakeford in at quarterback under center. Logan Blackley behind him in the backfield. Drakeford takes the snap, hands off to Blackley, and he will go down after another 4-yard gain. Seems like on first down, they're averaging that 4-yard carry. They just can't do anything after that.
And usually with this offense, that's good. The Raiders have one first down every offensive possession. It's second down and third down that's really been the problem. And you can't have any penalties. They haven't had any penalties yet. But no penalties. If you get any kind of penalties, that really puts your offense in reverse.
That play has consistently worked. If I'm the coaching staff, I have to think about running that more often now. Same thing up the middle. Oh, actually, he will keep it this time. Good fake, and he'll be brought down at the 32-yard line. That's going to be enough for the first down. That was Drakeford on the keep.
Yeah, good fake and good fight for Drakeford, trying to get every yard. Finally brought down by number 20, Quincy Marger, the UGA commit.
I'll tell you what, every time we call an offense like this, I always get faked out like 3 or 4 times a game.
Well, who doesn't get faked out? As long as our camera girl doesn't get faked out, we're okay.
I don't know how the defenders do it. I really don't.
Yeah, you really, once again, you can't get caught up looking in the backfield because you're going behind at that point.
1st and 10 now. Drakeford takes the snap. He'll fake the handoff. He'll keep it up to the right side. It's going to be brought down at the 40-yard line, and that should set up a 2nd and 2 for the Riverwood Raiders.
Tackle made by number 26, Taylor Hinkie. Now, did you see that? You saw a little flash of what Drakeford can do. If he gets into the open field and gets upfield, it could be trouble.
It's Taylor Hinkle you mentioned. He's been all over the place tonight. He caught the touchdown pass a few minutes ago as well.
Offense and defense. No divas on the football field at all tonight.
2nd and 2. Same flex bone formation. One wide receiver to each side. Takes the snap, hands off to the fullback up the middle. Drives those feet and takes it to the 45-yard line for another first down for Riverwood.
Now, you know me, I got to give credit to my big uglies up front. The chop blocking was amazing by number 73, Hendry Hope, and number 61, Darius Hinton. Did a nice job of taking the legs out of the defensive lineman and opened up a hole for the fullback for the first down.
I'll throw one out there as well. Number 59, Darius Jenkins. Last guy there off the bottom of the pile, driving ahead with his fullback there.
You're exactly right. And as an offensive lineman, you got to love this offense. Offensive linemen hate to pass block, but they love run blocking going downhill.
1st and 10 now from the 45-yard line. Drakeford takes the snap, rolls to the right side. Can't get time, and he'll be brought down in the backfield at the 38-yard line.
Sacked by number 7, Grant Morgan. And if you're Drakeford, you just got to see that coming. The blitz was coming. It was telegraphed, and they actually rolled to the side that they were actually blitzing at. No offensive line help at all that time for the Raiders.
If I'm Coach Robert Ingram here, you've got to take that out of the playbook right now. Every time you've dropped back to pass, you've been sacked. You can't keep doing that because you keep giving up field position. Just keep moving ahead. Run the plays forward, not backwards.
And Mr. Drakeford, he can't take those hits like that. You need him in this ball game if you want to hang in here.
So long 2nd down here. It's like 2nd and 17 from the 39. Takes a snap, hands off to the fullback up the middle. Not going anywhere, though. He might have gotten 1 yard to the 40.
First person there, number 51, Brendan Barber. He brought 3 or 4 of his buddies there right up the gut. Only gained about 2.5 yards maybe.
So 3rd down from the 40-yard line now.
I wonder if head coach Robert Ingram is taking note of how close up the safeties are getting. Safeties are nothing but 8-10 yards away from the line of scrimmage. Cornerbacks are real up as well.
It's a good thing to notice, but if you can't get time to throw the ball,
you're exactly right.
You can't get it over those safeties. 3rd and 15 now. He'll drop back, looks for the middle screen. He has it to the left side, lots of room. He's at the 45, big block there. What a play there by Moxie. He got blocked and spun off of it to make the tackle.
That was amazing because he really did get blocked, but I guess the blocker didn't stay with him long enough. The blocker was 59, Darius Jenkins, and he threw a good block, but Moxie got off of it real quick and was able to make the tackle. Most importantly, they were about 7 yards short of the first down.
I'll tell you what, the most impressive person I've seen on this field right now has been Moxie.
Yes.
He's been all over the place, and you can't take him down.
Speaking of all over the place, he's going to go back and receive this punt here.
It's to Moxie back there alongside 26 Hinkle. Hinkle had the touchdown early on as well. Snaps back, one bounce. Short punt, gonna have to look out for it, and it'll be fielded at the 23-yard line. That is where Kell will take over 1st and 10 with 7 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
Well, I know the Raiders probably need to do something offensively to get this crowd into the ball game. Let's see if the defense can do something to get this crowd in the ball game. We do have the senior section standing. As at every high school, the senior section does stand. But if this defense can get a turnover or get some tackles made for loss, get this crowd into the ball game, then we can get the momentum going.
I have to say that was a great call on the screen there. Take advantage of the blitzing defense. Just could not take the first down.
But a better tackle by number 2.
Kell back on the offensive. Geigen takes the snap. He'll hand to the left side. Gets up to the 30. He's got space. Taking on the safety. Shakes him. He's at the 45. Tries to make another move. Took out of bounds at the 45-yard line. That's Jamari Moore. That was the end of the first quarter horn there. Kell leading 14-0. We're going to take a quick break here on PlayOnSports.com. We'll be right back on Friday Night Football Game of the Week. Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you are enjoying here tonight? Tell your school to sign up for the Play on Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP. Welcome back out to Riverwood High School. We've got the Kell Longhorns taking on the Riverwood Raiders tonight. Kell leads at the beginning of the second quarter, 14-0. And to be honest, this one hasn't been close so far.
Yeah, it really hasn't. And Kell's really ran, 2-3 plays, really? It seems like it's the same play, the little option spread read to the left or to the right. Offensive line is doing a nice job of opening running lanes for the running back.
I think they've run a total of 6 plays in the first quarter, and they scored 2 touchdowns.
Impressive.
First down now. McGuigan takes the snap. Hands off to the center side, or to the center this time, and that was number 23, Khalil Bell, the second-string running back.
And nice job that time by the defensive line. Got a good push and wasn't able to get any kind of running lanes for Kell. Tackle on the play, number 69, Connor Stewart. Stewart on the tackle after a 2-yard gain. And you just got to take it one play at a time. If the defensive line can get a hold on the offensive line, get a good push going.
So 2nd and 8 now. Shotgun set, 1 wide on each side. McGuigan in the shotgun. Takes the snap, hands off to Bell to the right. Bell's got some space. Flag is down, though. Where it's thrown, got to be a holding.
Got stacked up in the secondary. Defensive back and cornerbacks and safeties making the tackle that time. Number 9 was the first one there, Isaiah Lakey. Let's actually check the flag. There should be holding.
Holding against Kell. So that'll take that play away.
Yeah, and Lackey did a nice job from his safety position that time, coming down and making a real hard tackle on the runner.
If you're Riverwood right now, you got to hope Kell continues to make mistakes like this. This really takes Kell out of their offense.
You're exactly right. Hope that they make mistakes and hope that you can make some plays yourself as well.
So 2nd and long now from the 38.
Thus far has been okay to see if they can play a little bit of damage control and try to hold the Longhorns right here. But once again, confusion from the Raiders defense.
Should have been a jump there. Screen in the middle. He's got a lot of space. He's at the 50. He beats his man. He's at the 30. He's at the 20. Can he make it? He's going to be brought down at the 8-yard line. That was number 8 for Kell, Michael Valero, the big tight end, listed at 6'2", 210.
And the tackle mate from behind once again, number 5, Aaron McIntosh, trailed him all the way down to around the 7-yard line and tackled him from behind. And let's check the flag. Wait, there is a flag on the play.
Wait for the official's call.
See if this will be coming back. But it was a great call by Kell. Kind of one up in the Raiders. The Raiders had a nice call on their screen pass. I think Kell had the right call on their screen pass as well.
Like roughing the passer against Riverwood.
Decline that and take the yardage. Looking at first down and goal for the Kell Longhorns. Inside the 5.
Set up at the 4-yard line. 10:45 to go here in the first half.
2 fullbacks in the game now for the Longhorns.
Big set here. Still have Bell lined up at tailback. Under center. McGuigan takes the snap. Hands off the Bell to the right side. Bell gets up in the pile, but he's not going to make it. He'll be brought down around the 2-yard line.
Actually got stacked up at the line, and finally a roar comes out of the home crowd of the Raiders.
First time we've heard that all night.
Yeah, first time we've heard the crowd. We've heard Kell's crowd all night. That's the first time we've heard the Raiders crowd. That was a nice job of the left side of that defensive line getting penetration. Looks like there was a hole there for a split second, but it closed up real nice.
It didn't stay there very long, that's for sure. So 2nd and goal now. 10 minutes on the clock. Same formation for Kell.
And the Raiders stacking the box once again. Almost everyone in the box. Look for play action.
Yeah, look for a rollout to the left side this time. And we won't get it. McGuigan's going to toss it outside to Bell. He's going to walk into the end zone again for another touchdown for Kell. 20-0, pinning the extra point now.
And Kell looks like they're in a groove right now. This could be a long evening for the Raiders if their offense, Kell's offense, continues to produce like this.
So 20-0 now, 9:53 to go in the first half. As you said, Kell's offense been very consistent, and we had to see the Longhorn flags running over on the other side of the field. Band in the student section enjoying it over there. Tough night for Riverwood so far, and only 1 quarter in. Extra points up and good. 21-0 Kell here at Riverwood High School in Atlanta, Georgia.
That extra point was nearly blocked by McIntosh. He gave a great effort. Had full extension, but just couldn't get there.
They've been close all night. They've gotten in there all 3 times. That's not one of the positives you want to take from it, is you're getting close to blocking multiple extra points. But
yeah. And if you're head coach Ingram, you look at the scoreboard, 21-0, still in the 2nd quarter. Is there another offense that they have besides the triple option?
I don't think so.
I don't think so at all either. So
it's been successful. You mentioned it. They scored a lot of points this season, but they have not run up against a defense like Kell's.
Yeah, they haven't run up against a team like Kell. And once again, Kell is known throughout Georgia high school, especially in this region from the Cobb County area. If you remember several years ago now, I believe, Jonathan Dwyer went to Corky Kell and went on and went to Georgia Tech, and now he is in the NFL with the Pittsburgh Steelers. So Kell's known to produce some players. They're known for it.
I tell you what, if you're a Riverwood fan tonight, it's disappointing right now. You're down 21-0, but you know you're getting into region play, and all the defenses are going to look like this in region play.
So now they kind of open their eyes and, okay, this is what the rest of the football season is going to be like.
Hopefully we're wrong up here. We've been wrong before many times, folks.
Many times.
There's the kick. Going to be fielded, tries to run to the center.
Here's
he gets a little space. Going to be brought down at the 29-yard line. That's number 11, Jonathan Goodson.
I'm getting Goodson and Drakeford mixed up. I do apologize. Tackle made by number 26, Taylor Hinkie. Hinkie, you're right. Hinkie's been everywhere. Offense, defense, and special teams.
Caught a touchdown pass, made some key tackles tonight. Still have to go with Moxie as my player of the half so far, though.
Player of the first half. That tackle was something special. After shedding the block and then making the tackle short of the first down sticks, it was impressive.
So 9:43 to go in the first half. Riverwood takes over on the 29-yard line, 1st and 10. Same flex bone offense. Drakeford under center. Blackley in the backfield behind him. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, runs the option to the right side this time. The safety comes up and makes the big stick. Guess who, folks? That's number 21, your South Carolina commit, Brendan Langley.
And he was out there just waiting. He actually had communication with the safety pre-snap, actually kind of signaling, look, a pass is coming this way or a run, and Langley was just waiting in the weeds.
I tell you what, you mentioned discipline is what you need to take on this style of offense. That looked like SEC level of discipline right there.
You're exactly right, and that's why South Carolina snatched them up. I'm kind of disappointed they came down here in the state of Georgia to get them, but it is what it is.
They pulled out Monger, though. Quincy Monger, number 20. You're going to hear his name a lot tonight, too, playing the other side. 2nd and 12. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff up the middle, rolls to the left side. Can't get anything going. He's going to get maybe a 1-yard gain before he's brought down. 3rd and 11 now.
Tackle made by number 24, Zach Lopez. Now you're starting to see the speed of Corky Kell, the speed of the Longhorns from sideline to sideline. These past few plays, the Raiders have been trying to run east and west. It would be best, especially in this offense, if they run north and south. As you have mentioned many times in this broadcast, Wade, that fullback dive has been the best play.
That's been the only play that's been successful all night outside of that screen that got him about 7 yards. So 3rd and 11 now. Clock continues to run. 8 minutes to go in the first half. Riverwood down 21-0 early here. Takes a snap, drops back, has enough time to throw. Over the middle, just overthrows his wide receiver. That was number 10, Tyler Blake. And that was nearly the best play they've run all night.
He had the cornerback and the safety beat. They actually double covered him. But once again, the safeties and the corners got caught up looking in the backfield, and there's a receiver running right past him. Drakeford just put it right out of his reach.
It fell right between his arms, too. It's one of those, that's the toughest catch in football to make right there. Coming straight over your head, arms extended.
A la Willie Mays.
Oh, I know. And that's a lot easier with a glove than it is just your 2 hands.
You're exactly right, and especially with the pigskin that's oblong shape.
So long 4th down now, punt formation. Jonathan Goodson back to punt again.
Let's see if Goodson can get some hang time on this punt. If they get some hang time, they're okay.
Moxon and Hinkle back to return. It's going to go towards Hinkle's side, but he's going to let it roll and go out of bounds. Ball will be spotted on the 36-yard line. That's where Kell takes over. 1st and 10, up 21-0. 7:53 to go in the first half. And if you're Riverwood, what do you do on defense right here? You got to slow down this Kell offense.
You got to start taking chances, too. You actually have to start taking chances and start guessing. I know it might not sound like the right thing to do, but when you're down 21-0 and your offense really hasn't moved forward the entire night, defensively, you got to start taking chances, blitzing to the side that you think they're going to go to, and hopefully your players are going to make plays when the plays come to them.
So 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line. McGuigan still at quarterback in the shotgun set. Got 2 wide to the left and 2 wide to the right. He'll take the snap, looks to pass. Doesn't have anything, decides to run the ball. He'll tuck it down. He'll be down at the 38-yard line for a gain of 2 yards, 2nd and 8.
A whole bunch of Raiders waiting for him as he crossed the line of scrimmage. First one there, number 69, Connor Stewart. Had about 2 or 3 of his buddies there for that one as well. It is a positive play. They do gain about 2.5 yards, so it could have been worse.
So 2nd and 8 now. Kell comes out with 2 backs this time. Got their 2 main backs in Moore and Bell in the backfield. Takes the snap. He'll fake the handoff to Bell and go to Moore. Moore's got a little space. He'll be down at the 50. That's going to be another 1st down for Kell.
And nice play design that time. Fake it to one running back and go to the other one right where the other running back was and go straight up the gut. Nice job of the offensive line opening up the hole. I mean, this Kell offense is really moving right now.
Continuing to drive. Been an unstoppable force so far in this game.
Riverwood still in their 3-3-5 stack formation. They have shown confusion on the defensive side all night.
They walk up that linebacker as well. New running back in the game. That's number 3, and he'll get the carry, Seth Brown. Seth Brown, the senior, listed at 5'10", 170.
And he was hit hard by number 27 of the Raiders, Jermel Johnson. Finally was able to get there and tackle him right around the shoestrings.
4-yard carry, 2nd and 6 now for Kell. 6 minutes to go here in the first half.
You'd like to see the Raiders get set a little bit earlier defensively because it seems like they're doing a lot of scrambling right before the play is snapped.
2nd and 6. In the shotgun set, two backs, takes the snap. This time he runs the reverse and a lot of open space. He's at the 35, has two men to beat, and he does. He's at the 5, and he's going to score an easy touchdown. That is your South Carolina commit, number 21, Brendan Langley, showing the speed.
And too easy for Langley. I didn't even see the reverse coming until I looked up and saw 21 with the football. When he got to around the 35-yard line, you knew that was 6.
So 27-0 now, 5:58 to go in the first half, and we're pending another extra point. See if they get close on the block here.
Getting out of control early, Wade. This is not good for the Raiders.
Not pretty for the home fans here.
Number 25, Cameron Masson.
Snap is back, hold is good, kick is up, and kick's good as well. 28-0 now. Kell leads here. We're at Riverwood High School in Atlanta, Georgia. 28-0 Kell over Riverwood. And it's been a tough going for the Raiders so far.
Yeah, it's been tough thus far. Going back to the previous touchdown play by Mr. Langley, did a nice job of the wide receivers blocking downfield. That's what really enabled him to get into the end zone.
Stay tuned for the PlayOnSports.com halftime and post-game shows, folks, where we'll select our players of the game, as well as wrap up all the action from this ball game in our post-game show. That's coming up here in a few minutes for halftime and following the game on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. Getting ready for another kickoff for Kell. 5:58 to go in the first half, leading 28-0. And their offense has just continued to move the football, and Riverwood can't find anything to do to stop it.
And I'm honestly and truthfully speaking here, is there anything negative we can say about Kell thus far? Offensive, defensive, special teams?
Been a near perfect game. They've had a couple of penalties. And
I'll say the kickoff out of bounds is a big no-no.
That's one. And they had the holding and the block in the back on the punt return.
Right.
But that's really about it, and that's just us nitpicking. I mean, that's having to find something to complain about. Fields the ball at the 5-yard line, takes it up the left side, brought down hard at the 25, and Riverwood will set up 1st and 10 there.
Brought down hard is right, number 4, William Poe, the first Longhorn there to make the tackle. They do get across the 20-yard line, gets close to the 25, and that's where the Raiders will take over. Once again, one play at a time. Show the pride, show that you have been practicing all week, take it one play at a time, and believe that the plays are going to work.
Huddled up, getting ready for 1st and 10. 5:49 to go in the first half.
Because I got to take a shot for the simple fact that these safeties are so close to the line of scrimmage, Wade.
They tried it before, and it would have been successful if they could have caught the football. Takes the snap, rolls right, pitches, the ball's on the ground, and I think Kell came up with it.
That's Kell's football. The quarterback has to eat the ball there. He has to eat the tackle for loss and not try to make the desperate attempt to pitch it out.
Waiting for the officials' call. Did they call it Kell's way? I never saw a signal.
There it is.
There it is. Kell's football. Not what you want to see if you're Riverwood already down 28-0.
Yeah, and Kell will start this drive in the red zone looking for 6 more.
They're going to be at the 24-yard line. Or excuse me, at the 19-yard line.
Well, our question before the game, in the pregame, was, is Riverwood for real? We might have our answer by halftime.
Oh, me. Is Riverwood not for real, or is Kell just really good?
Kell is good. Now, there's no doubt about that. Kell is good.
I tell you what, that tells you how good that Laster team is that beat them. McGuigan drops back to pass. Receiver in the corner of the end zone.
He missed him.
Oh, man, tried to run the double move there. Ball went up for an out, and the receiver went on the end and couldn't get it.
He was looking for Michael Valero, and he was wide open. It was basically a corner route to the far pylon, and the quarterback just threw it to the back pylon. He had to readjust and overthrew everyone.
That tells you something right there. Kell still throwing the football up 28-0. I mean, you can't shut down your offense if you're Kell.
No, you got to
You got to get reps in here. These are your starters. You got to get ready for region play.
There are no better reps than game time reps.
That's tough. Shotgun set. Moore in the backfield alongside McGuigan.
No one to the right. 3 receivers to the left this time. There's actually going to be a timeout on the field by the Kell Longhorns.
Have to wonder if somebody was lined up wrong on that one.
Probably right. You're probably exactly right.
Well, we're going to take a quick break, folks, here. 5:34 to go in the first half on PlayOnSports.com, Friday night football game of the week. Welcome back out to Riverwood High School. 28-0, the Kell Longhorns leading the home Riverwood Raiders. Got a 2nd and 9 set up here for Kell at the 18-yard line. And it's been tough sledding for Riverwood so far.
Any victory for the Raiders is a good victory right now. Once again, take it one play at a time. The previous play was a victory, incomplete pass.
Takes a snap. They look for the reverse again. Looks like it could be a reverse pass, but no, he held up. He fell down. That was Langley again. He checked up like he was going to pass the ball, but I don't think his receiver was open.
He wanted to. He had 2 receivers in routes downfield. No one was really open, so he really didn't know what he wanted to do with the football, and then he tripped up. That turf monster got him.
So 3rd and 13 now from the Longhorns.
So the shotgun formations and the trick plays and all of the above still in the Longhorns playbook, still in the Longhorn repertoire.
1 wide to each side. Look for a draw up the middle right here.
Confusion again from the Raiders defense. They don't know where to line up.
Takes a snap, sets up the screen, and he'll just have to overthrow it.
Busted play at that time. The Raiders read the screen perfectly. As soon as the lineman got past the offensive line, they said, wait a minute, seen this play before. Quarterback did a nice job and threw the ball away.
So 4th down now. Good stop there for Riverwood.
Once again, great stop. That's a victory. They should be coming off the field celebrating. Looks like it will be set up for a field goal. Looks like 38 yards if my yardage is correct. 39 officially.
Masung again. He's kicked well tonight so far. Snaps back. Kick is up. It looks long enough if it's in. And just wide right.
Exactly right. Wide right. He had enough leg but was never on aim. That's a victory for the Raiders defense. Their offense comes back onto the field after putting the ball on the turf. 0 points on the turnover. Great job by the Raiders defense.
So 1st and 10 now for Riverwood. 28-0 Kell. So you're right. They made the mistake. Defense stepped up, held strong. You got to get some points on the board right here for Riverwood.
You got to get points. If you want any kind of momentum going into the locker room, take these 4.5 minutes, go down the field. You got to go 80 yards. If you want to be technical, you got to go 81. And let's get into the end zone here.
So 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Just don't pass it to the right side. I'm scared of Langley.
Takes the snap, does a hand back, and he gets lined up by Mauger.
My goodness. You said we were going to call his name, and there he is.
There he is.
He was sitting and waiting. Once again, that discipline on defense. Sitting and waiting for the running back to get there. And as soon as he saw number 20 said hello.
So 2nd and 5 now. 28-0, 4 minutes to go in the first half. Riverwood trying to get the offense moving. Tried something different there with the handback.
Just something to confuse the Longhorns. Something they haven't seen tonight.
Takes the snap, runs the option to the left side, fakes the pitch, keeps it himself. He's got some space, and he'll be brought down at the 41-yard line. Big first down for Riverwood.
Tackled from behind by number 7, Michael Valero. Did a nice job after he made initial penetration, and then the quarterback ran by him, had to catch up, and finally does catch him right around the 41-yard line. So he did a nice job that time, made the proper adjustment, didn't pitch the option. The option was not there. Quarterback kept the ball and got upfield and got a first down.
So first down now, Riverwood moving the football. Spotted at the 41-yard line. Drakeford takes the snap. Looks like he wants to try to throw the ball, but he can't. Making all the moves he can try to do, but that Kell defense is just too fast.
And once again, I don't agree with the long extended plays out to the corners, out wide left, out wide right. Corky, Kell's defense is just too fast. Tackle made on the play by number 44, Zach Clower. Second down now for the Raiders. Once again, try going north and south. Give it to the person right behind you or maybe the guy after that, the fullback or the tailback. Get north and south as soon as possible.
So on the 41-yard line, 2nd and 10. Clock continues to run, 2.5 minutes to go in the first half.
Safeties are now nothing but 7 yards from the line of scrimmage.
Drakeford takes the snap, hands off to his fullback up the middle. Breaks one tackle, continues to drive his feet. He brought down, that's number 27, Jermel Johnson.
And did a nice job of the old football drill, high knees, continue to move the legs, continue to lean forward. Picked up 5 yards, brings up 3rd down and manageable now. Getting close to 2 minutes left before halftime. Let's see if the Raiders can pick up this first down and keep the drive moving.
3rd and 5 now. Got to get this first down if you're Riverwood.
Safeties are now nothing but 6 yards away from the line of scrimmage.
They're playing linebacker depth right now.
Closer and closer every play.
Man in motion, takes the snap. Go, scary pitch there to the left side. We'll see where the spot is. It might be just a tad short of the first down.
Might be just a tad bit short. He did try to lean for it at the final seconds, and I think they will call it short 4th and inches. Coach has no choice but to go for it. Coach Ingram will go for it.
It's right lined up with us, folks. Looks about 6 inches short from here.
If you got to look that long, ref, you got to bring out the sticks.
And he's not going to. Actually, he will. He faked me out this time.
He was standing there looking and turning his head sideways. Yeah, let's bring out the sticks. Let's make it official. If I'm Coach Ingram, I demand for a measurement.
We'll wait and see what the official says. It's going to be close either way.
Got to go up, pull out the magnifying glass. First down.
First down, Riverwood. Big play there for the Raiders.
By the nose of the football.
No matter what now, score or not, you're keeping the ball out of the hands of Kell for the rest of the half.
One play at a time. There you go. Just one play at a time. Believe that the plays will work. Continue to execute.
49-yard line. They're on the right side of the 50 this time, folks. 1:35. Clock continues to run.
I'll tell you one thing, man. Looking at Langley, he does have the right size for the SEC, doesn't he?
He just looks like an SEC cornerback.
He does.
Drakeford takes the snap, rolls to the right side, and he gets leveled. That was not pretty.
Got met rudely in the hole by number 24, Zach Lopez. We've called his name a few times tonight. Mr. Lopez knows where number 6 is offensively. Getting closer and closer to a minute left in the ball game. These plays are going to have to start coming in a little bit quicker. If I'm Drakeford, I'm signaling to the sideline, let's go, let's get the plays in, let's move.
I'm not sure if you're Riverwood, if you're just trying to kill the half right here.
You might be right.
50 seconds to go in the half. 2nd and 11. Man in motion. Drakeford takes the snap, fakes the pitch to the left, looks downfield, doesn't have time. Somehow found his receiver, but it was bobbled and dropped. That was number 23, Jameer Dickens.
I kind of understand why he dropped it because Marger, number 20, was coming and he still got hit. But my thing is, if you're going to get hit, you might as well catch the football, Wade.
So is his name Mauger or Mahler?
We'll take both. Mauger to Mahler.
He laid the lumber to Dickens.
Oh, without a doubt. This secondary of Kell. Could this be the best secondary we've seen this year, Wade?
I believe it is. After the scores we've seen so far this season, had the big 63-42 game, there was no secondary in that one.
None at all.
I think Kell is definitely the best defense that we've seen all year. So 3rd and 11 now. Drakeford takes the snap, drops back 3 steps, just shifting his feet as much as he can. Ball thrown behind his receiver. That was number 42, Spencer Strang.
You're exactly right. Thrown behind his receiver. Just too much activity going on that time for Drakeford. Didn't really set his feet. Couldn't make his mind up whether he wanted to run or pass, and that resulted in a pass behind the wide receiver, which brings up a 4th down and a punting situation for Riverwood.
Tough play there. I mean, if you're trying to run the half out, just run the football right there and let the clock run. Even with the punt right here, they don't get anything on the return.
I wonder why they are huddling. Do they huddle before every
They've
punt?
huddled on all the punts. It is interesting. I mean, you don't know. Maybe they're going to come out with a fake on one of these eventually.
Why not try it now? You're down 28. You're at midfield. Oh, you do need 11 yards, though. Excuse me.
And if it goes badly right here, you don't want to give them that kind of field position. Ball's on the ground. It's going to roll, and Kell's just going to let it roll. Fielded at the 9-yard line. Kell will take over there with 20 seconds to go in the first half. We'll see what Kell has if they decide to just knee it out or if they're going to run some offensive plays here.
I hope they take a knee and take this 28-point lead into halftime.
Maybe not necessarily a knee, but just a run up the middle, just something conceding the play.
Right.
As we said, you still want to get reps. I mean, this is a perfect time to get a good dive, fullback dive up the middle rep.
Exactly. There you go. There's a rep right there, right up the gut.
Run that draw. Shotgun set, just hand it to him up the middle.
And then they'll run the clock out.
So 20 seconds. They've run 2 reverses, though, up 28-0, so you never know when the trick play is going to come out of the playbook.
4 wide receivers, 2 to each side.
And this is the first time we've seen them under center tonight. And there is the knee. Good sportsmanship there by Kell, up 28-0, taking it into the half. Not trying to run any trickery.
Not good for the Riverwood Raiders going into halftime. Down 28 points, and they have the triple option. It spells blowout.
It does. They've had one big defensive stop. They had the turnover down in their own territory. Able to come up with it, keep the field goal off the board, keep it 28-0. But they're going to have to do a lot more than that and get that offense going if they want to come back in this one.
You're exactly right, Wade. So hopefully Coach Ingram can go in, give them a stern talking to, let them know no matter how bad the score is, it's not over, and maybe they come out rejuvenated for the second half.
So 28-0, Kell leads Riverwood. We're at Riverwood High School here in Atlanta, Georgia. We're going to take a quick break for halftime, folks. We'll come back with the marching bands for each school, and we'll be right back here on PlayOnSports.com. Friday Night Football Game of the Week.
Thank you for your support for the Riverwood.
Welcome back out to Riverwood High School. First up, we'll bring you the Kell High School Longhorn Marching Band.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the 2-time Fans of America regional champions of Kell High School Marching Band. Under the direction of overall Chris Parks, the Kell High School Marching Band 2012 production is entitled Reflect. Featuring the music of Eric Wilkins' Cloudburst, David Gillingham, stained glass, music from Hitman and Dark Knight. Good night, we are 5%. Over halftime entertainment, of course, our competitive show, Replay. Drum majors, Katie Dix and Mason Shaw, is the band ready. Kell High School Marching Band, the field is yours for performance. Ladies and gentlemen, Kell High School Marching Band.
Join me in welcoming the Riverwood Raider Marching Band. Drum major bell, are you ready? You may take the field. Thank you.
Welcome back out to Riverwood High School. We're here at Hoskins Stadium. I have the Riverwood Raiders taking on the Kell Longhorns. Kell is leading 28-0 at the half. Been a tough half for Riverwood all around, offensively, defensively. Anything you got, it's been rough for Riverwood.
Yes, it has, and really, I really don't know where to start as far as Riverwood getting back into this ball game, especially with the type of offense that they're running with the triple option. When you're down this much, when you're down 28 points going into the going into the second half, it's really difficult to come back. It's almost impossible.
Riverwood runs that triple option style of offense, the Georgia Tech style you always seen, the flex bone. Can they come back 4 touchdowns with that offense in the second half?
Just like I said, it's almost impossible. There is a glimmer of hope that they can. Once again, you got to take it one play at a time, and you got to start making stops on defense. This Kell offense is just driving up and down the field. So it's not just the offense not producing. The defense isn't stopping the Longhorns at all.
Only 1 stop for Riverwood the entire first half, and that came with a Kell missed field goal. And really, that was the biggest possession of the game because Riverwood turned over the ball deep in their own territory. Kell able to come up with the fumble and just can't capitalize. But you're right, the Kell offense has just looked amazing. We've seen everything from running touchdowns to passing touchdowns to reverses to Langley. What can you say? I mean, this Kell offense has been pretty much unstoppable.
You're exactly right. Unstoppable the entire night, and they do have superstars up and down their lineup. It will be a tall feat for the Raiders to come back. I don't see it happening, but crazier things in sports have happened.
I'll tell you what, Langley and Mauger have not disappointed. The 2 D1 commits we've seen so far, Langley committed to South Carolina, Mauger committed to Georgia. Both solid guys. Who do you think's been the player of the half so far?
I'm going to take Langley for the simple fact that from looking at him on the field, like you said earlier in the broadcast, Wade, he looks like an SEC corner, plays offense, plays defense. When he has been tested over here on this left side, on this left corner, he has stepped up and made crisp tackles. And also on the offensive side of the ball, he has a touchdown under his belt as well.
Yes, he does. I'm going to go a little under the radar here. I'm going to say number 2, Jay Moxie, the little guy, listed at 5'6", 155, but he's playing like a 215-pound linebacker on the outside. The best play we've seen all night has to be the play where he spins off the block, and I don't know how he did it. The blocker just ran right through him and somehow kept his feet and made the tackle.
He kept his feet, got up and made the tackle around 7 yards short of the first down marker, where it seemed like the Raiders had green to operate with, and I thought he was going to get the first down, but not so fast.
So we're getting ready to start the second half here. Clock getting set back at 12 minutes for the third quarter. Riverwood will be kicking off to Kell. Kell won the toss to start the night, and they deferred the second half. So if you're Riverwood, you got to come up with a stop right here. You can't go down 35.
Without a doubt, and if Kell doesn't shoot themselves in the foot, they should cruise to an easy victory, and they can look at getting some of their sophomores into the ball game, some of the JV players that made the trip over as well. Once again, no reps are better than game reps.
We failed to mention it earlier in the game, folks, but Riverwood wearing white tonight and Kell wearing their normal home orange.
They look like Texas.
They are just like Texas. They are the Longhorns, so they take a page out of the Texas book. They been out to their stadium before. They have the big Longhorn out in the middle of the field as well.
And the Raiders of Riverwood kind of sort of has that Georgia State feel to it with the blue hats and the white tops.
Little darker blue, but I see where you're going with it.
Right.
Definitely so. Almost that New York Giant blue.
There you go.
Beautiful stadium out here, Hoskins Stadium at Riverwood High School. Beautiful Atlanta, Georgia. Great night for football.
Not a cloud in the sky. No rain, no nothing. Clear skies and nothing but football.
Unfortunately, not a great night for our Atlanta Braves.
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, it's a rough game. Here in the updates over here. Kind of glad I missed that one, to be honest. Kick, it takes off. Doesn't go. That should have been a touchback, but they didn't call it. And they're going to return it out to the 32-yard line. Maybe the ball didn't go into the end zone.
And I apologize for talking all over your play-by-play there. But we've had that conversation in previous games, how when you feel the ball in the end zone, that's an automatic touchback. You don't get an attempt to. His feet were definitely in the end zone, but maybe the ball wasn't.
The referee was right on the spot with it, so we'll go with his call. Ball was actually spotted down at the 20, or no, the ball is different from where the chains are. The second ball on the field, that was the issue.
Yeah, can't play with two balls.
Throwing me off there.
Only need one. Mass confusion from Wade Smith with that one.
I know, you always hear that expression, there's not enough balls on the field for the stars on the field. That time there was.
That might be true tonight with Kell's offense and defense.
No kidding. So 1st and 10 now from the 32-yard line. Kell takes over. 2 backs in the backfield in the shotgun. Takes the snap, hands off to the right side, tries to stretch it out. Can't get anything going, and he'll be brought down for a big loss.
That a way to come out of the locker room with some aggression. Tackle made behind the line of scrimmage by number 9, Isaiah Lakey.
McGuigan and Jamar Moore trying to run that read option offense there from the shotgun formation. Can't get anything going. Good start for Riverwood.
Very good start for Riverwood. And I thought he lost more than a yard there, but they will give him
Call
forward
progress. Yep. 2nd and 11 now. Back to the one-back set.
Same formation defensively from the Raiders. Showing blitz.
McGuigan and Moore in the backfield. Takes the snap, drops back a step, looks to pass. Down the right sideline, wide open. Great catch by Langley. Tries to shake off the tackler, and he does. He's at the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Kell Longhorns, 34-0.
My goodness. I understand the defense was in the zone coverage, and the corner thought he had safety help, but you got to put your hands on Big Langley out there. Left him on an island, and it was game over after that. What about the move at around the 15-yard line to break the tackle?
He just shoved him down. There's only one word to describe Langley, and that's man.
A grown man.
He is a grown man.
He has been impressive.
10:46 to go in the 3rd quarter. Quick scoring drive for Kell, up 34-0.
6'1".
It's like they might be calling something here. Is there a flag down over on the sideline?
I didn't see a flag.
Over, it looks like about on the 45-yard line.
So the penalty marker on the field.
Did he step out of bounds and was the first one to touch the ball on that sideline there?
That might be the call. That is. He was an ineligible receiver. Wow.
Illegal touching, basically.
Wow. That just takes away the huge touchdown pass. You can erase everything we just said, folks, because it's going to be it's going to be another down.
It'll be a negative play, and that highlight goes off of Langley's reel. He might still keep it, though.
Oh, I would keep it. You don't have to tell him that one didn't count. It counted to him. Might not count on the scoreboard, but.
Might not count in real life, but it counts on this demo I have for you.
He's still a grown man either way.
No, without a doubt. There's no question about that.
So, not sure why
I'm confused by the spot. I'm confused by everything because it was 2nd and 11, right?
It was.
And that's what Coach
They're going to have to confer now.
Robert Ingram is saying.
We're just going to have to wait and see, folks.
Okay, now they finally have it. Now they're going to mark off the yardage correctly.
And move it back some more.
Because I'm like, if they got a penalty, how come they gained yardage?
Move them way back, folks.
That's a 15-yard penalty.
It is. 2nd and a mile now.
This is nothing to the Kell offense, though.
No, it's not.
They can pick this up right here, right now.
If they can do what they just did. Single, no back formation. Just have McGuigan back in shotgun, empty set.
Still a conference between 2 referees.
And we've seen a lot of officiating issues all across football, not just high school, but NFL and college lately.
Major League Baseball? Oh, excuse me.
Oh, man.
Excuse me.
That's a fresh one. That one still hurts. Oh, me. If you haven't heard, folks, if you've been busy watching our broadcast and not the Braves game, it's a tough game out there. A lot of questionable calls. Game was finished under formal protest by the Braves and even had a 25-minute delay where the fans were littering the field with all types of garbage.
You don't see that at the TED, not at Turner Field.
You do not see that in Atlanta. That's very surprising from the Atlanta fan base.
That's very Philadelphia-like.
Oh, it is. Is that what we've become?
No, I hope not. I hope not.
tough game for the Braves tonight, and had to give a big farewell to Chipper Jones, his final game.
Man.
I will say in his final at bat, he did hit a single to close out his career, so that's good to see. Unfortunately, couldn't come through with it. Getting the action started back here now. Actually, it looks, is that a loss of down penalty?
Is it?
I'm not sure.
Because it is third down now. Or at least that's what the sticks say. Scoreboard says it's still second down.
Sticks say it's 3rd and 26. Takes the snap, hands off to the left side. Receiver was in motion. Can't get anything going, and he'll be brought down. Great defensive play there by Riverwood.
And Langley, with that big stiff arm, got one Raider off of him, but could not get the second one, holding on to the jersey. And Langley getting up and having a few choice words for the Raiders as he goes back to his huddle.
Stick says 4th down, so we'll go with it, folks. It's going to be a punting situation for the Kell Longhorns.
Great way of coming out of the locker room if you're the Raiders.
Exactly what you needed if you're Riverwood.
That long run that Langley had down the right sideline does not exist. Great job.
4th and 32 now. First punt of the night for Kell.
Langley is Mr. Everything.
That's number 30, Timmy Murphy, back to kick.
And Langley's the up back protecting him.
There's the kick, low line drive. Drakeford's got it back at the 45-yard line. Breaks the tackle, but he's dropped back again. He will be finally down at the 50-yard line. And that's where Riverwood will take over.
And there's your guy again, Wade, number 26, Taylor Hinkle. Hinkle on the tackle.
I tell you what, he's all over the place, too. He's making a battle for that player of the game spot's what he's doing.
He's fighting. I can tell you that much. He's giving an effort.
Taking on those big commits in Langley and Mauger.
Okay, let's see if the Raiders offense come out with that fullback dive on the first down, or will they try to stretch the field with the vertical passing game, or will they continue to run east and west? East and west running game is what the Raiders stuck to in the first half.
Got to get north and south here. 1st and 10 from the 49. Takes the snap. Tosses to the left side. Has a little bit of space, but gets taken down at the 48-yard line. That was number 10, Tyler Blake.
And does give positive yardage, does gain around 4, maybe even 5 yards. Number 8, Michael Valero on the tackle for the Kell Longhorns.
That's one of the first stretch-type plays on that option that's really been successful for them all night.
You're exactly right. Usually they have been tackled behind the line of scrimmage, or they have put the ball on the ground.
So 2nd and 6 now, set up at the 47-yard line. Same formation, been seeing all night. Flex bone, fullback and 2 H-backs. Takes the snap, hands off to his fullback up the middle. Drives those feet, takes the pile with him, and he's going to have enough for the first down at the 39-yard line.
Yeah, I believe that was 32, Logan Blackley, putting his head down and continued to drive forward. He had at least 3 Longhorns on his back. Longhorns had him short of the first down, but he continued to move. Second effort got him there.
So first down now. Riverwood, 39-yard line.
Once again, another small victory for the Raiders. I know it's probably taking a little too long to score, but you got to take it one play at a time. Make sure you're doing positive things out there on the gridiron.
Drakeford set up. Got a whistle and a flag.
Looks like a delay.
That's what it has to be. Delay a game. I don't see that a lot in high school ball.
No, you really don't. You see it every now and again when they take a little too long in the huddle. There is a referee who does keep the play clock on his stopwatch on the field. So that's exactly what happened there. Took a little too long on first down, delay a game, back it up 5 yards, and that'll go on Bradford.
That's not what you need for Riverwood. You got to keep going forward. You can't move backward in this offense. Takes a snap, and he'll hand off to his fullback again. Blackley will get just a few, maybe 2 yards.
The offensive line never got a good push on that play. Play was very quick. Defensive line of the Kell Longhorns, they were ready that time.
So 2nd and 13 now. Set up on the 42-yard line.
You think the safeties knew they were going to play some linebacker today?
I don't know. With this style of offense, you have to think so. And to be perfectly honest, those safeties are as big as linebackers anyways. Takes a snap, rolls to the right side. He'll keep it himself and get less than a yard. It's going to be 3rd down.
Yeah, he was actually tripped up in the backfield by number 4, William Poe. Poe was the first one there to get a hand on him and trip him up to bring up 3rd down and long now for the Raiders.
Slow going after that penalty.
Very slow going after the penalty. The penalty really stopped him.
7 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. 28-0. Kell still leads. Had the touchdown taken off the board with the early penalty on the Kell first drive, and they were forced to punt. Now a long 3rd down for Riverwood in Kell territory. Takes a snap, drops back to pass, actually has a little time this time, gets it down the sideline, and he makes the catch. An incredible grab there. That's number 11, Jonathan Goodson. He's been all over the field tonight, folks.
And he caught it right in front of Langley. Langley got greedy and went for the interception.
Good move.
Went up and snatched the football right out of the air right in front of him.
Good move by Goodson to just slip under at the last minute to get in front of Langley. That ball was just tossed up there for anyone to catch.
You're exactly right. The quarterback, Grant Drakeford, kind of threw it up for grabs. Goodson came down with it.
So 1st and goal from the 8-yard line. Riverwood's best chance to score so far tonight. Drakeford takes the snap. Fakes the toss to the outside, has the counter, and they're going to get a couple of positive yards. That's number 10, Tyler Blake, driving up to the 4-yard line.
I mean, the trickery with your vision is ridiculous. Pitch it out to the right. They actually motion the ball like it's going to be pitched. You look that way, and it's not coming that way. It's coming right back up the gut. Great play design.
Very smart football there by Drakeford to be able to pull off that fake. Faked me out up here.
Drakeford, I would like to see him keep the ball and maybe go off the left or right tackle for the touchdown.
Riverwood crowd really getting into it now. First time they've had a chance to cheer all night. There's your keeper. Drakeford's got it. He pitches at the last minute. Touchdown, Riverwood. That's number 10, Tyler Blake. Great execution of the option offense. Option left. Drakeford to Blake, touchdown.
Mr. Blake with the touchdown, and the Riverwood Raiders sideline erupts with cheers for the first time tonight.
Finally something to cheer about if you're a Raider fan. 28-6 pending the extra point. And if your offense can keep going like this and your defense can execute a few more times, they can really get back into this ball game.
Got to make stop weights. Got to make stops.
Their biggest enemy, though, is the clock.
It's only 3 scores.
5:42. You're right. It's only 3 scores, but that took a long time to put the points on the board.
You're exactly right. Time is their enemy right now. But, hey, this crowd is finally up. Maybe the crowd gets behind them a little bit more now. You never know how momentum can work.
28-7 now. 5:42 to go in the 3rd quarter. And Riverwood will be kicking off to Kell. Good drive there for Riverwood. They really slowed down after the initial penalty, but a good pass downfield, a good move there by Jonathan Goodson to make the catch on the big cornerback in Langley. Not something you would have expected to see out here against the best guy on the field.
Yeah, and I really think, once again, going back to the first half, what we were talking about, I think he got caught up looking in the backfield and maybe fell asleep a little bit and kind of looked up and noticed the ball was coming his way and tried to make a play for the interception, and he just can't do that.
I'll give him that. He did try to make the big play, and he kind of got burnt on it. But let's see what Riverwood's got in store on defense. Can they hold Kell another time? And really, this all goes back to the penalty on the pass touchdown reception for Kell. If that doesn't come back, it's 35-0, not 28-7.
A whole different ball game. 14-point swing.
That 15-yard penalty really swung this game around.
You're exactly right. If you're the Raiders, you got to get the ball back as soon as possible. I know you don't contemplate an onside or anything like that, but when you get back on defense, start stripping the football, looking for the big play, going for the interception. You got to get the football back.
3 return guys back for the Longhorns. Interesting setback here.
Might be some trickery up their sleeves.
Longhorns take it at the goal line. The ball will bounce into the end zone, and that one will be a touchback.
So you're probably right. The ball has to go over the goal line for it to be a touchback.
The ball has to clear the goal line. That was Moxie.
That's your first half guy.
I know, and he made a mistake. He heard me talking up here.
Everyone gets one. And everyone gets one mistake.
So 1st and 10 now from the 20-yard line. Kell still leading 28-7 with 5.5 to go here in the third quarter. Now, if you're Kell, you got to put one up on the board right here and
Yeah, you know
put
Kell,
that nail in the coffin.
and you know Kell's a little ticked off about the way the previous offensive possession went.
Gave up the shutout. Hands off to the right side. Has a little bit of space. Be down at the 27-yard line. Going to bring up 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 for Kell. A big gain on 1st down, and there is a Raider hurt in the backfield. He is down on his stomach.
Time out on the field. Looks like an injured player on the field.
Not really sure exactly what the issue is. When now he rolls over to his back.
Looks like it's number 8, Aaron Grady, down on the field. Senior.
Looks like it might be a cramp or something like that.
Checking his legs. I think you're right. It definitely, the cramp kind of moved there.
Charlie horse. Those are terrible.
Yeah, those are not fun. He's up and walking around, though. They're going to get him to the sideline.
He's shaking up on the field.
So that was number 9 from up here. Hard to see that jersey all scrunched up.
Like
Isaiah Prowse-Lackey.
So let's hear it for Isaiah.
He does walk off under his own power, so he's
Good
going
to
to be
see.
okay.
Kell offense hurries back out onto the field. As soon as they blow this one into play, they're going to snap it. 2-back set in the shotgun formation.
Once again, late shifting from the Raiders defense.
Geigen takes the snap. Hands to the right side again. They've been running that a lot. Big stick, but it's going to be enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, big stick by number 27, Jermel Johnson. Any kind of big hit we've seen tonight has come from number 27 on the Raiders.
Yes, it has. That was Jamari Moore on the carry. Calling him a lot tonight. Haven't seen as much of Camille Bell lately.
Yeah, Mr. Moore's been in the backfield for the majority of the night tonight.
Another 1st down for Longhorns.
Got Langley out wide to the right. Kind of stayed out there on his own. You have to wonder when they're going to go back to him again.
You know it's coming.
So 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Geigen takes the snap. Looking right. There's Langley. Goes up for it. Ball is tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Just a little underthrown.
Great job by the cornerback that time. Number 5, Aaron McIntosh, went step for Langley. Ball kind of hung up in the air just too long. If there's anything McIntosh did wrong, he got to turn around and look at the ball.
I'll tell you what. Langley can get open anytime he wants. He can run by that defender. If McGuigan had a little bit better arm, they could just go deep every single play on this secondary.
He might be better than everybody else on the field, and I think he knows that.
Oh, I think he does too. So 2nd and 10 now after the incomplete pass. 1-back set. McGuigan takes the snap. Hands off to Bell to the right side. Bell's going to get about a 1-yard gain before he's brought down. 3rd and 9 for Kell.
And I don't mean to stay on him, but you should have seen the block Langley put on the cornerback that time. Talk about a pancake block.
It's always fun to see those wide receivers stalk block and take those guys down.
My goodness.
A man among boys out there.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is.
Langley will come to the left side this time. 3 wide to the left.
Big 3rd down for the Raiders. Let's see if they can get off the field here.
Takes the snap, rolls to the left side. Looks again. Has a receiver open, hits him at the 50, takes it down to the 47-yard line. Looks like that was
Kyle
number
Hines,
11.
wasn't it?
Yeah, number 11, Kyle Hines.
Kyle Hines on a reception, and really the secondary let everybody down that time. Just wasn't able to stick to the receivers long enough. The pressure was coming from the backside. Just couldn't get there in enough time before the long strike down the middle of the field.
Good job by the offensive line to give just enough time to get that play off.
The pressure was coming.
So 1st and 10 now from the 47-yard line on the Riverwood side of the 50. Takes the snap, hands off to Bell to the right side, tries to get the edge. He gets it and is going to be very close to the 1st down. So you have to wait and see where they spot him.
Right where they have the spot now, it seems like they might have it.
Right at the stick. We'll wait for the call. Looks like a 1st down from here.
Yeah, from up here it does. And that's
And it
exactly
is.
what it is.
1st and 10 now from the 37-yard line. And here's that Kell offense we saw from the first half.
Here they come now. They're on the plus side of the 50. Now they're thinking about touchdown. Look for a trick play here. This is the area where their trick plays come into play.
Shotgun set, two-back formation. One of the standard sets we've seen from Kell. Takes a snap, fakes the reverse this time. Jamari Moore will have just enough. Is he gonna? He stepped out of bounds just short of the first down.
Just short of the first down, and once again, just a little bit of trickeration. Showed the reverse, but didn't pitch it out to the other guy coming to the other side. Kept it and went down the right sideline, and almost got a first down out of it.
It's a good fake there. It's good to have that in the repertoire too, to set up, show it on film, so other teams know you have it.
Exactly. Getting late now in the third quarter, about 3.5 minutes remaining, and the Raiders have not gotten the ball back. This is bad news. They need to get the ball back immediately.
So 2nd and 1 now. Under center. Takes a snap, hands off to Bell up the middle in the I formation. He drives his feet. He'll have enough for the first down, and they will be down at the 18-yard line for another 1st and 10.
Bell brought down from behind by number 25, William Holiday. Coming from the cornerback position and was able to get him around his ankles and his feet.
So 1st and 10 again, 18-yard line. Kell offense is shifted to the I formation. Bell is in at tailback. Very big power set here. Takes the snap, toss to the right side. Bell has it. He will get about 7 yards before he's knocked down to the ground. 2nd and 3 now from about the 11-yard line.
Tackle made by number 47, Xavier Ponders, was able to finally get to that left sideline and get a tackle in.
Timeout called by Riverwood. Got to give that defense a blow right here. They've been on the field for a few minutes and really looks like they're on roller skates just going backwards.
You're exactly right, going backwards, and there's really no stopping the Kell offense right now. At least that's what it seems like up here in the booth.
Tough game for Riverwood right now, down 28-7. Really thought if they could get one more stop right there, they'd be right back in this one, but the Kell offense has just reasserted themselves as the dominant force that they are.
And as long as Kell doesn't shoot themselves in the foot, it does look like the Raiders will be looking at their first loss of the year, and it'll be interesting to watch them next week to see how they respond after that loss, because I can tell you this, right now tonight they are a long way away from their 41-point average on the season.
Yeah, not good to see 7 up on the board when you've averaged 41. And their defense has done a great job throughout the season as well, holding teams to a lot lower than 28.
You're exactly right, especially 28 at the half.
Oof. But that's what you get when you're playing in 5A. This is Region 7, the sub-region 7B. It's a pretty solid region here between Riverwood and Kell. Got Pope and Osborne and Sprayberry. Lots of strong teams in this sub-region.
You're exactly right. So every Friday, if you play in this region, you better buckle up your chin strap.
Play in that Cobb County, North Fulton County area. That's some strong teams. I formation takes the snap. Hands off to Bell, and Bell gets stuck hard. Good play by the Riverwood defense.
I don't think he gained anything. They might give him an inch just because, but that was a nice job by the defensive lineman that time, and I believe I just caught the number 69, Connor Stewart, was the first one there.
So 3rd down now, big 3rd down.
Getting some oohs and ahs from the Raiders sideline.
Great use of the timeout by Riverwood if they can come up with a stop right here.
Important 3rd down here for the Raiders. They cannot let the Longhorns convert.
Langley spread out wide, solo out here. Takes the snap, tosses to the left, has a gap. It's going to be close to the first down. Going to spot him at the 5. It looks like they'll be about a yard shy. Or I'm sorry, I was looking at the wrong chain. That is a first down by 5 yards.
Yep, there's going to be a first down and goal now for the Longhorns. Once again, Raiders give up that first down, but let's try to stop them here. Don't let them in the end zone.
Really, that I formation running a lot of clock off for Kell. Down to a minute and a half now to go in the 3rd quarter.
Now here comes their big formation with the 2 fullbacks in the backfield, 0 wide receivers.
Bell lined up at tailback. Looks like the tight end might have moved a little bit early.
false start, you think?
Should be a false start.
I'll tell you one thing. The safety blitz was coming down the barrel of the gun for the Raiders. He actually snuck in and got into the backfield as well.
Wait for the official's call, and it is a false start against Kell.
Good call, sir.
Back them up 5 more yards.
Called against Kell, 5-yard penalty.
Was on that tight end over on the right side. Moved just a step early for the snap.
So now 1st and goal from the 10. And remember, the Longhorns have to get into the end zone. No first downs.
Just runs more clock off now. Still 28-7, Kell leading. Set up on the 10-yard line of Riverwood.
Same formation.
Geigen takes the snap. Hands off to Bell on the right side. Bell will go nowhere.
No one home, and once again, name your favorite Raider. 1, 2, 3 Raiders pick themselves up off the ground after the tackle.
Down to 1 minute to go in the 3rd quarter now. Longhorns continue to run that clock. Much different offensive strategy than we saw in the first half.
You're exactly right, especially when you go into halftime with a 28-point lead. When you come out the second half, that is your goal. Waste as much time as possible. Let's get out of here with the victory.
Now they're back in the shotgun set. 5-wide formation.
Empty set.
Takes a snap, and going to be another flag, another false start.
Back them up 5 more yards. Once again, Kell shooting themselves in the foot here.
Be careful, take themselves out of field goal range.
They're one big mistake away from this game really changing.
That 5-wide formation, I'm not sure I'm going to that here with 37 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter.
I can't.
You go to that and somehow throw an interception, that field is wide open for Riverwood to take it back.
And then my field goal kicker's been kicking okay. I know he missed one earlier tonight.
It was a long field goal.
It was a long field goal, especially in the high school ranks.
Here it is, 5-wide set. It's like they only had 10 men on the field, though.
And play has been stopped. Timeout.
Timeout called by Riverwood?
I don't understand why, especially.
Timeout on the field called by Riverwood.
Kell's timeout. I think he pointed to the wrong
Had to point in
side.
the wrong direction. By looking at the coaching staff down at Riverwood, they're like,
Yeah,
we
I
did
didn't
not
call a
call a timeout. Kell only had 10 men on the field, so it had to have been in their timeout.
Right.
Should have been a 5-wide formation, but there were only 4 wide receivers on the field.
26 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. 28-7.
I just have to
Kell
say,
all over Riverwood.
if you're Riverwood right now, you have to be happy with the second half. You come out and played a much better game. Your defense has stood up, especially right down here around the goal line. If you can somehow come up with a stop, there might not be enough time on the clock for you to come back, but you can at least make this game a lot more respectable.
Exactly, make the score more respectable. Well, if you're Riverwood, look at it like this. If it stays this way, we've won the 3rd quarter. We put up 7, they put up nothing.
Looks like Riverwood's having a little substitution issue here, trying to get everybody off the field before the snap. So they'll change out the formation now. Kell is in a 4-wide set now. One running back in the backfield, that is Bell.
Circle Mr. Langley, who is in the slot.
Look out for number 5 out here. That's Mason Kite down on the left side, one-on-one coverage.
Still just shifting, going back and forth with the Raiders defense as the officials are trying to get their clock straight and synchronized so they can blow the play ready.
Haven't seen a true fade out of McGuigan tonight. Kind of wonder if that might be coming here on the left side.
Could be. No safety help over here at all.
Like the center was calling a little bit of audible back to McGuigan. Takes the snap. McGuigan rolls right. Looks back left over to the other side. Ball is going to be batted down and incomplete. He did.
Telegraphed the pass.
It went exactly to Kite, just like we said.
And the receiver, Kite, had the corner beat, but the quarterback just telegraphed the pass of where it was going, and the cornerback had enough time to make up the gap and got his hand in there for the incomplete.
So 3rd and a long goal now from the 15-yard line for Kell. Clock stopping, 19 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Riverwood really need to come up with a stop right here, down 3 scores.
Very important. They have to win this 3rd quarter, and they win this 3rd quarter by this down right here.
2 wide to the left, 1 wide to the right, 1 back in the backfield with McGuigan. Takes the snap. looking right, can't find it, throws it back over to the middle for the middle screen, gets down to the 5-yard line, and that's where we'll be brought down with a 4th down, and the clock should run out to make this a 4th quarter ball game.
There it is. The Raiders won the 3rd quarter.
2 seconds, 1 second. There is the horn, folks. Riverwood does take the 3rd quarter, but Kell still leads 28-7. Great job by the Riverwood defense to hold Kell to no points here in the 3rd quarter. We'll take a quick break and come back with your 4th quarter action here on Play On Sports Friday Night Football Game of the Week.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot at this.
PlayOnSports.com is not only your destination for Friday Night Football action, but it's also the place for the most comprehensive coverage of high school playoff and championship events in all sports from across the country. PlayOnSports.com, high school sports lives here. Welcome back out to Riverwood High School. We've got the Riverwood Raiders taking on the Kell Longhorns, starting your 4th quarter action. Kell leads 28-7, 12 minutes on the clock. Fresh quarter, and Kell's going to have to kick a field goal to start the 4th quarter.
Looks like that's exactly what they're lining up for. 4th down and goal. Add 3 more points to the total.
Cameron Masung back to kick. Langley is your holder.
Looks around a 23-yard chip shot.
Snaps back up the middle. It's blocked. Ball is on the ground. They try to bat it forward. Either way, it doesn't matter. That's going to be Riverwood ball. And you mentioned it earlier. They were coming through every single time on those extra points, and this time they blocked the field goal.
But wait, guess who blocked it? The Mr. Everything, number 27, Jermel Johnson, came right up the gut and was able to block the field goal attempt. Nice job by the Raiders, and now their offense comes onto the field.
Nobody touched him. It wasn't even close. He came in there completely untouched. And now Riverwood's got the ball back, down 3 scores.
3 scores. There's no more quarters left. This is the last quarter. It's early in the quarter. You got to score, and you got to score now. The only thing is they're in a triple option.
If you're Kell, you can't let them keep hanging around. Something big's going to happen. Takes the snap, rolls to the right side, pitches right, has a little space, be brought down at between the 10 and the 11. About a 2-yard gain there.
William Poe, the first Longhorn there and the only Longhorn there, only allowed him to gain 1 yard before he tackled him rudely.
Tackled him rudely. I like that. He introduced himself in a rude fashion.
So how do you do, sir?
So 2nd and 8 now. Drakeford taking the offense back out on the field. Got to get something going. If you got a trick play in the playbook, got some kind of long ball.
Wade, have Drakeford drop back. The reason why they have the 7 points now is because the big pass play they had to Goodson.
It's been a tough going for Drakeford, though. Every time he drops back, he's been getting sacked. That's really the only downfield passes they've been able to have all night. Drakeford rolls left, running the option, pitches it very late, has some open space on the sideline, and it should be enough for the first down. Marked out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
Okay, I'm sorry. 2 things on that play. First of all, the quarterback, Drakeford, he came from under center and kind of didn't look like he didn't know what he wanted to do and then went back under center. Isn't that a false start? Isn't it?
They didn't call it. So.
And then the extremely late pitch out to the pitch man down the left sideline. He waited till the absolute last second to pitch that ball.
That was video game style right there. Very dangerous. Not one you want to see as a coach. Got him enough for the first down, though. 1st and 10 from the 25. Set up in the same formation. Man in motion. Takes a snap, drops back to pass. Doesn't see a receiver downfield. He'll have to tuck it and drop to the ground.
And just no one open downfield. Great coverage by the Longhorn secondary. And the pocket really did collapse around him. I think the problem with Drakeford is making executive decisions when the play breaks down, when the pocket breaks down around him. When is it smart to take the sack? When is it smart to make a play? And when is it smart to just throw the ball away?
I'll tell you what, one thing that I'm noticing with this Kell defense, they're doing a great job of collapsing the pocket by taking those defensive ends and taking a wide blitz to it, and they're really forcing those tackles to work hard.
You're exactly right, and those tackles really can't get that wide on some plays.
So 2nd down and 12 now. Takes a snap, fakes the pitch, takes the counter up the middle, has a little bit of space. It gets to the 30-yard line, and that's where the forward progress will be stopped. They'll mark him down at the 31.
Finally tackled by Poe after the 5-yard gain. Once again, a nice play design, faking it one way and then running it back up the middle.
Number 23, Jameer Dickens on the counter there.
3rd down and manageable. Under 10 minutes left to play in the ball game, though.
Got to get this offense moving. Down 3 scores. As we said earlier in the 3rd quarter, the clock is their worst enemy right now.
And after that last pass attempt, I don't think you're going to see them drop back to pass anymore.
Drakeford takes the snap, rolls right, pitches right. He's going to get enough for the 1st down. Close to a block in the back. No flag down, though. Spotted out of bounds at the 45-yard line.
No flag, so it's all good for number 11, Jonathan Goodson, who threw the block on the outside, and he threw it on Langley. A little bit of a rivalry going on now between Langley and Goodson.
That was number 23, Jameer Dickens again. A little trouble talking right now in the 4th quarter.
And this is where the option, the triple option, comes into play, and this is where it's more effective in the 4th quarter. After you've been dealing with it the entire game and you're still running it, you kind of lose your concentration and lose your focus as to what gap you're supposed to be in.
And a good job to get out of bounds and stop the clock. Calling an audible now. Drakeford back under center. Man in motion, takes the snap, pitches to the motion man, tries to stretch it out to the outside. He gets there and barely stays in bounds. Good move. Should have been near a late hit there, but no flag came out there. Maybe a makeup call for that block in the back.
A little toe tap, high wire act down the left sideline. And again, I'm enjoying this battle between Goodson and Langley. It's been a good one. They're pushing and shoving back and forth. Goodson threw just a good enough block on Langley. Langley tried to spin out of it and make the tackle anyway, but just couldn't get there.
Not quite sure how number 10, Tyler Blake, stayed in bounds right there. He walked the tightrope just like you'd love to see from the running back position. So 2nd and 1 now, lined up at the 46-yard line.
Drakeford's going to change the play at the line of scrimmage.
Takes the snap, fakes the handoff to the fullback. Wanted the toss, but decided against it at the last second. That's going to be about a 4-yard loss and set up for 3rd and 5.
And see, that's what I'm talking about again with those executive decisions. If you're going to pitch the ball, you got to make your mind up. You're going to pitch it and pitch it right now. You can't hesitate. This Kell defense is too fast. First player there, Grant Morgan, number 7.
I have to say this. The one thing about it, he is kind of hesitating, but the one thing about that hesitation is, yeah, you are hesitating, but you're also not turning over the football.
Exactly, you're right.
He's really gotten hesitant after that fumble early on in the game.
He has gotten it under control.
And it's good to see that he has that hesitation in his mind, but it's also the worst enemy of an option quarterback as well. So 3rd down, takes the snap, tries to roll back this side, throws it deep downfield, has a man, and it's going to be incomplete. Battle for the ball there. Intended receiver was number 20, Reed Archer.
And good coverage on the play by your guy, Jay Moxie.
Good
right
to see.
there, step for step. I thought he was throwing it directly to Moxie. I thought Moxie might have had an interception in his future.
So 4th and 5 now from the 50. Biggest play of the ball game for Riverwood. They don't get this. It is officially over, folks.
And Coach Ingram a little upset at some of his players on the sideline there.
He is very angry right now. I would not want to be on that sideline. So 4th and 5.
Got to have it.
Drakeford throws right, out to the right side. Can he beat him to the marker? And he does. Good play by Riverwood. And Wow, that was a hit out of bounds. Way late out of bounds.
Did they throw the flag? They've been real hesitant to throw these late hits here. That's two that's been in question.
I haven't seen a flag come out yet, but it's going to be enough for a first down.
Taylor Hinkle just couldn't get there in enough time to make the tackle before the yard markers. Too much speed on the outside that time.
Good to see the speed out of Riverwood. First time we've called their speed out all night.
And now we're in a rhythm. Now we're going forward. Now we're on the plus side of the 50.
They're staying good on the out-of-bounds sides as well, though, keeping the clock from moving after all these run plays. 7:59 to go in the game, still down 3 scores. Takes the snap, looks to roll. He's looking, and he's going to get sacked again. Just a tough night for Drakeford. Can't get any of the time he needs to throw.
If I'm Coach Ingram, I don't call another pass play. It's been a disaster every time they drop back to pass.
If you're going to throw, you almost need to set it up in a formation where he's going to be a little farther back.
You're exactly right. Throwing the ball out of that triple option set, you're looking at a 5 to 7 step drop, and then the pressure's in your face immediately. Just not going to work. Not against this team.
Their play action has been kind of slow working play action as well, not helping Drakeford out as much as he would need. Really should be running more of the play action to the fullback, kind of throw off that secondary a little bit and give him some time. But long second down now, man in motion, takes the snap, they'll pitch to the motion man, tries to stretch it out again. He stayed in bounds after shoving him down, posed a little bit. If I'm the coaching staff, it was a good move, but I'm not happy that he just stops.
Exactly. I mean, I understand Mr. Blake, number 10, the runner, for posing after the little stiff arm that he made on number 3, Seth Brown. But, guy, you're still in bounds. You're still alive. You got to go upfield. What are we doing here?
3rd and 12 now. 7 minutes to go in the game. What does Riverwood have in the playbook for 3rd and 12?
Don't pass it. Don't pass it.
Langley in man coverage on the outside. He'll take the snap, fake the handoff up the middle. He'll pitch it to the outside. Tries to cut it back in, but can't go anywhere. Forward progress stopped right at the original line of scrimmage. 4th and 10 now for Riverwood.
So he gains 2 yards, makes it 4th and long, still 4th and 10. The Raiders have no choice but to go for it, but what will Coach Ingram call here on 4th and long?
Clock's still running, 6.5 minutes to go in the game.
Tick. See if the Raiders can get a rise out of this crowd one more time. When they got the first down on the previous first down play, everyone stood up and cheered, and here they come.
Officials timeout. If there's one way to quiet down a crowd, it's an official's timeout.
You're exactly right. Messing up the rhythm. Been trying to get these guys going the entire night.
It's like Coach might be changing the play over here. I think he just took a timeout, and he did.
So took a timeout after the official's timeout.
Saw something in the Kell defense that he wanted to change up. Very quickly here, folks. Play On Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at Play On Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/playonnetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, playonsports.com. And also be sure to stay tuned for the playonsports.com post-game show, where we will select our player of the game. I know RJ Lewis has been waiting for this all night, as well as wrap up all the action from this ball game. That's coming up following the game on your destination for high school sports, playonsports.com.
6:15 remaining in the 4th quarter. Corky Kell on top, 28-7 over the Riverwood Raiders, who are playing at home, trying desperately to protect their undefeated 6-0 record. Doesn't look like they're going to have enough time to protect it.
4th and 10 now for Riverwood. Kell defense has played strong all night, only giving up the 1 touchdown. Big play for both sides of the ball here. Takes a snap, straight drop back, tries for the shovel pass up the middle, just does not hit his running back where he needs. Ball goes down, and that will be a turnover on downs for Riverwood. Kell takes over now on the 45-yard line.
I like the play call. Good effort. Did not trust throwing it deep downfield, especially with the rush that was coming. The rush came. They tried to throw the shovel pass right where the rush was coming from, but the Longhorns got a hand on it, incomplete pass, and the offense is back on the field.
And that just about writes off all chances Riverwood had right there. 28-7, down 3 possessions, and Kell's got the football.
And here comes the I formation.
I formation, pitches left. Pitches out to Bell. Bell shakes a few tacklers, gets about 2 yards there.
Yeah, the Raiders actually had him in the backfield for around a 2-yard loss. Bell was able to break the tackle and move forward and turn the 2-yard loss into a 2-yard gain.
2nd and 8, and more importantly, clock is moving for Kell.
Around 5.5 minutes remaining in the quarter now.
Still in the I formation. Big set here with the 2 tight ends. Gagnon takes the snap, hands off to his tailback again. Up the middle, driving his feet. Forward progress stopped at the 49-yard line. Sets up for a 3rd and about 3.
Now, once again, if you're the Raiders, get the ball back right here, and let's get the offense back onto the field.
5 minutes to go now in the game.
3rd down and short. This Kell offense has been impressive to watch. But what's most shocking to me, they haven't put up a single point since halftime.
Been a tough going for the Kell offense here in the second half. Had the one big play, the pass play to Langley, that got called back, and that's been about the most productive they've been all night. Or all half, I'm sorry. So 3rd and 3 now. Shotgun set. Looks like there was some motion over on the right side, but nothing was called. Tries to spread it out. Can't get it. Big hit, and that's going to be 4th down.
When you say big hit, what name follows behind it?
I'm thinking number 27 there.
Jermel Johnson once again. Mr. Bell did a nice little stiff arm to number 27, Jermel Johnson's face. He was able to knock that off and continue to truck forward and tackled him from behind, short of the 1st down mark.
Friendly home spot there. That's a 4th and a long 2.
That's might as well 3, isn't it?
Almost, yeah.
2.5.
Punting situation maybe, or do you go for it and just try to kill the clock here?
I'd go ahead and punt it. If I'm Kell, I'll go ahead and punt it. But
it's like they're going to run the clock down all the way until they get to nothing on the play clock. Maybe even take the 5 yards to back up for the punt.
Try to stick them back deep. They take a timeout.
Timeout for Kell. 3:47 to go in the game. And you said it, the Riverwood defense has been playing well. They've stopped Kell from putting up any points here in the second half, and that's really kind of a surprise after that first half showing we saw.
I'm extremely surprised. I mean, when you see an offense that was hitting on all cylinders like the Kell offense was and then putting up 28 points in the first half, you expect them to come out of the locker room and continue to go. They kind of looked like they were headed that way, but that penalty that took the Langley touchdown off the board has been an offensive killer for Kell thus far.
Now, we have seen Kell in the I formation a lot this half. That's not really their game. They really like to run that spread shotgun formation. That's how they put up points, but they've really just been running clock here in the second half.
You're exactly right, and that is the right thing to do with a 28-0 lead, now 28-7.
So punt formation for Kell. It's like number 6, Drakeford, back to return the punt for Riverwood. And we've been saying it all night. A big return for Drakeford right here could change things.
Yeah, it really could.
Ball in play.
Let's see if Kell gives them an opportunity.
Here's the punt. Drakeford's going to field it at the 24-yard line. He bobbled it, did come back up with it, and he's going to be down at the 18-yard line.
Got to hang on to the football. That was a scary bobble right there.
That one really would have put this game out of reach. Riverwood's going to get another offensive possession, though. 3.5 minutes to go in the game.
See if they can get on the board one more time before this thing is called a final. Only have 3.5 minutes to do it, though.
Slow going here in the second half for both teams. Been a defensive battle for sure.
Yes, without a doubt, the offenses have come to a screeching halt on both sides.
Not sure the offensive came out of the locker room for either side. So 1st and 10 now from the 18. Riverwood still in that flex bone set. Takes the snap, Pitches to the right side. Has the sideline. He's at the 30. He will be knocked out of bounds hard. Say they stepped out of bounds even before the first down marker.
Oh, really?
Wow. Say he steps out of bounds at the 27-yard line. It'll set up 2nd and 1.
2nd and 1 now for the Raiders, and that's a heartbreaker because it looked like he was up and down the sideline for at least a good 5-7 more yards.
And he took a tough hit out of bounds as well.
Should have been a late hit then.
It should have been. I'll tell you what, for as close as some of these hits have been, it's been a good job from both teams. You haven't really seen either team get into any arguing, any chippiness. I mean, it's been good rivalry, but nothing of the extracurricular sort. So they'll take the snap. He'll pitch. The ball's on the ground. Kell's going to have it. They pick it up, and oh, it's on the ground again. And this time it finally goes down at the 5-yard line. Helmet came off as well. Kell's got the football. And that's not good for Riverwood.
Not good at all. Kell will take over at the 6-yard line.
3:19 to go in the game. Looks like Kell's probably going to put another one up on the board here.
Yeah, put another 6 up, and that's going to be all she wrote for this ball game and for the Riverwood Raiders' undefeated season.
Look for that I formation again.
Should be Bell that dots the I, correct?
Should be. That is Bell in the backfield.
There's a 2 fullback set.
Not a single wide receiver out there. Takes the snap, hands off to Bell, and he's stuffed behind the line of scrimmage again.
Great job that time by number 9 from Riverwood, Isaiah Lackey. Or Lackey, excuse me.
I tell you what, if I'm the Kell offense, I was doing a better job of running the ball out of the spread. Spread this thing back out and run it.
You can definitely tell that's what they're more comfortable with. That spread out everybody.
And here come all the receivers.
You're exactly right. Get your athletes in the open space.
Whistle is blown. Injury timeout for the officials.
And this is Big 56 trying to get to the sideline, Zach Houston.
Limping. I don't know if it's a cramp or if he twisted something up in the play before.
Number 56, Zach Houston, hobbles off the field for Riverwood.
Doesn't look serious. Got off on his own power.
But he does have a limp. But yes, in the long run, he will be okay.
Comes over here and sits down on the bench. We'll check on him as we go through the last 2:47 of this game. Kell takes the snap, tosses left side. Can't go anywhere again. Might have picked up a yard.
A host of Raiders there to meet him. Raiders showing a lot of pride in the second half.
Yes,
I can tell you that much.
They are very much.
No give up, no quitting this football team.
2:25 now.
They've tried that toss to the left side 2 times now with no success. Maybe fake it to the left and do a shovel pass to the right or something like that.
Fake it, roll your quarterback out to the right side. Look and see who might be on this right side end. Looks like that's number 8 for the Longhorns, Michael Valero. Been a good target. There's the roll to the left side. Touchdown, Kell. Nobody even touched him. McGuigan, touchdown again.
Nice run by McGuigan. Nice fake by McGuigan as well. It's a little fake to the right, but they still wanted to run it to the left, and they run it left anyway.
He must love that left side. 1:59 to go in this game. 34-7, extra point pending. Kell leading big here at Riverwood High School in Atlanta, Georgia. Thanks for joining us tonight here on Play On Sports. Wade Smith alongside R.J. Lewis bringing you all the action.
And there's the Longhorn flags going back and forth on the visiting sideline.
They're having a good time with those flags over there. The kick is up. It looks like it even got deflected a little bit from the trajectory of the ball, but it's in there. 35-7, Kell leading now. And with 1:59 to go in this one.
Jamel Johnson is going to get the Hart Award for the game. There's no quitting Jamel Johnson.
That guy has been everywhere tonight. Good to see him all over the place. They're going to need him as they get through region play here.
You're exactly right. Number 27 in white for the Raiders, man. He has put on a show and has given 100% effort.
So 35-7, assuming these results go final as is. Kell will move to 5-1 and 1-0 in the region. And Riverwood will move to 6-1 and 0-1 in the region. First loss for the Raiders on the season. Tough loss for them. if they just throw that first half out, a lot to be proud for, but you still got to make up for the mistakes you made in that first half.
You're exactly right. You erased the first half. This score 7-7. We got ourselves a ball game then, but unfortunately you can't do that. You got to take the first half into consideration where it seemed like nothing really went right for the Raiders. So I definitely got to go back to the drawing board. And next week, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, they play Sprayberry. So
should be a good matchup. Sprayberry having a tough season. They played a pretty tough schedule to start the year so far, though. So they're looking forward to get into region play and see if they can squeak out one of those last region spots. Kick is fielded. It's going to be down to around the 30-yard line. And that is where Riverwood will set up with 1:49 to go. This sub-region play is kind of an interesting setup here. With you have to play and you get your seeded positions based on your sub-region record. So the 5 teams play against each other and 4 spots get in. And then you play the number 1 in sub-region A plays number 4 in sub-region B in a playoff play-in game, as you would say. So kind of like this one-game MLB playoff thing that we've been dealing with lately. Whoever wins that gets the seed in the actual playoffs.
And they just instituted that this year, right?
It's actually been it was last year or 2 years ago. It's not been around long, but there's more teams. When you have more than 8 teams in a region, you have to take care of it another way.
And one thing about Georgia high school football, these regions have grown big.
Oh, definitely.
Huge regions now.
But as we mentioned before, you have teams like Sprayberry and Pope and Osborne. These 2 teams on the field tonight, all in the sub-region, so tough games out there.
Tyler Blake, number 10 for the Raiders, is down on the far sideline.
Gotta hope he's okay. He's been one of the tougher athletes out there for Riverwood tonight.
And then to give you an update on number 56, Zach Houston for the Raiders. It did seem like it was a lower leg injury. I don't know if it was the actual leg or an ankle, but they are still working on him on the sideline as well.
It looks like Blake might have just been a cramp the way they were lifting his leg like that. He's not even walking with a limp right now, so he's probably okay. But 1:44 to go in this one. Waning moments of the ball game.
Kell has come out and put on a good show. I know they want to remember the first half more than they want to the second half. I'll tell you who won't forget the second half, and that'll be head coach Derek Cook. Derek Cook might not even put on the first half film. He might just put on the second half film and let them digest that.
Something to talk about next week as they get ready for their next ball game as well. 2nd and 10 now. Takes a snap, rolls left. Big gap for him, and he'll be knocked out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
A nice block that time by 32, Logan Blakely. He was the one who got the main block, who was able to get the quarterback free.
Just out of stretch here of a running clock as well, folks. 35-7. 1:38 to go in this one. Still trying for it. They've got some Raider pride here at Riverwood.
Without a doubt, there's been no quit on this Raider sideline, no quit from the coaches, and no quit from the players on the field.
Drakeford will need that as the season goes on. He'll take the snap, fake the handoff to the right side. He'll run it right, and he gets knocked down hard.
That was a brutal hit. And I believe that was number 38 on the tick, on the hit, Bryson Armstrong, the first time we've called his name tonight.
So good play by Kell there to stuff him. It's going to be a first down. 1:30 to go in this one. He paid for that first down, though.
Oh, without a doubt. He barely got it. He will probably have a bruise in the morning from it.
Maybe a few.
Nice job of getting the first down, though.
So 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. Clock keeps running. 1:16 to go now. Looks right on the pass, and it's going to be batted down by the Longhorns.
Read that play, read the quick pass, was able to get in the passing lane. That's Bryson Armstrong again. Back-to-back plays, number 38 for the Kell Longhorns.
Getting his name called a few times near the end of the game. Always good.
Nothing wrong with that. I know I like to do that when I played. One of my name called every play.
It's like he's stepping over on that side where where you had Langley earlier on. Langley not on the field right now.
He just got back onto the field.
Oh, there he is.
Just stepped on.
Second down now. Takes a snap. Rolls back for the pass. Not enough time. It looks like he takes just one or two too many steps there on that draw look.
You're exactly right.
Gets caught back there just a little too much, and the speed is just overcoming.
Design draw, no more than 3 steps, no more.
Took about 5 there, and he paid for it. 40 seconds to go in this one now. Clock continues to run. Third down. See what Riverwood's got going here. One of the last plays they're going to be able to run tonight.
Yeah, one of the last, if not the last play of the evening.
35-7, Kell leading.
See what the Raiders dial up.
2 receivers to the right side. Man in motion. They'll toss it out like they've done all night. That's Tyler Blake. He'll be brought down at the 46-yard line, and that should just about do it. 10 seconds on the clock, and it continues to run. 5 seconds now, and that's going to do it. Teams coming out to shake hands in a good Georgia high school football game. There's the horn, folks. 35-7. Kell Longhorns defeat the Riverwood Raiders here tonight on Friday Night Football. Tough game for Riverwood tonight. Kell came out, very talented team, as we mentioned in the pregame. Lots of Division I talent on this team. Lots of young talent on this team as well, and Kell just showed it.
Yeah, and it'll be a tough one to swallow for the Raiders, especially you're riding on that high of being 6-0. Everybody's starting to look at you a little bit different in the hallways at school. You're undefeated, and then for Kell to come in here and beat you like that, it will be tough to swallow. But not one time did we see the Raiders quit out here on this football field. Not once.
So I want to put you on the spot here, RJ. Give me a player of the game in this one.
Give you a player of the game. I got to stick with my halftime guy, Langley. If you think about it, he had a touchdown in the second half as well, even though it wasn't official. But I'm going to have to go with Langley. He really plays hard, really likes to get his helmet into everything. And he's an outstanding football player. I think South Carolina got them a good one.
Langley looked good all night. I will give you that. Most college-ready player out there as well. Definitely has the build for it, definitely has the skill for it. Good to see Mauger out there as well. If I'm going to go with anyone on the Kell side of the ball, I think I'm going to go with...
Tick, 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 tick.
I don't even know. There's so many good players out there tonight.
You got a lot to pick from.
It's hard to choose.
Your time's up, though.
My time's up. I'm going to go with Moxie. I gave it to him in the first half. Very scrappy defender, small guy out there, 5'6", held his own with everybody tonight. But I'm going to give a honorable mention over on the Riverwood side to Jermel Johnson.
There you go. I was about to go right there. He definitely gets the Hart Award. He was everywhere on this football field. Everywhere. Every time there was a big tackle on the Raiders defense, it was number 27 on the tackle.
And you can't go wrong with that. Looked good all night. Tough game for the quarterback, Grant Drakeford. He's a very good athlete, and he's going to have some good games coming up. But he's going to be tough going here in a region play. 5A, Region 7B. As we said, Kell moves to 5-1 now, 1-0 in region play. Riverwood falls now to 6-1 and 0-1 in region play. But they still have a great record. They're going to do some great things this season. We'll see if they can pull out one of those playoff spots out of this division.
Yeah, they probably have a 24-hour rule like most teams do. You can soak on this one for 24 hours, but after that, come back to work.
So solid game here at Riverwood. We're going to get out of here, folks. Thanks for joining us tonight here on PlayOnSports.com. That's going to do it here from Hoskins Stadium at Riverwood High School in Atlanta, Georgia, where Kell defeated Riverwood 35-7. Thanks for joining us on PlayOnSports.com's coverage of Friday Night Football. Be sure to check out PlayOnSports.com for information and links to all our upcoming broadcasts. For our producer, Aaron McDonald, our videographer, Alicia Fowler, and my partner, RJ Lewis, I'm Wade Smith saying so long, and we'll hope you join us next Friday night on your destination for high school sports, Friday Night Football, PlayOnSports.com.